I should improve my general English in 1 month. Well, you have to work on improving your skills, learn new vocabulary, and study grammar lessons. Really? How can I do that? I will talk about all of them in this video. Hello guys, what's up? I am Bahar and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will tell you how you can improve your general English in 1 month. So you can learn some techniques to do this in a nice and simple way. Now let's watch it, learn it. First things first, let's talk about how you can expand your vocabulary in a month. The first way is to learn 10 words every day and use them in sentences. You have to use them a lot. You have to use them in your sentences while you're speaking in English or when you are writing something in English. So the more you use these words, the faster you can remember them. Also, if you have some free time at work or when you are on a bus or in a taxi, you can create flashcards for yourself. You can write the words, their definitions, and an example sentence for it and start reviewing them regularly so you can remember them faster. If you say, I'm not into flashcards these days, it's totally okay. You can use vocabulary building apps and start learning new words every day for yourself. Remember that the key to learn all of these words in a month is to review them regularly and use them in your sentences. Try to search for some examples on Google so you know how they are used in a context. Now let's see how we can study grammar lessons in a month. Well, you can focus on a specific grammar lesson each week. The main reason why I tell you need a whole week for each of these grammar lessons is that you need to focus on details. You have to make so many examples until you can use each of these grammar lessons in your speaking correctly and confidently. Don't forget to find some grammar exercises, some textbooks, or you can find some worksheets online. The more you practice, the faster you can learn it. One of the most important things that you should do when you are learning or practicing a grammar lesson is to find your mistakes and try to correct them for yourself. So you can use some online apps, you can find some websites to find your grammatical mistakes and correct them so you won't make these mistakes anymore. Now let's see how we can have a better pronunciation, how we can speak like a native speaker. Well, one of the most effective practices is to listen to recordings of native speakers and try to speak exactly like them. You can listen to American podcasts or recordings, listen to each of the sentences, pause the audio and start repeating after them so you know how they are pronouncing the American words. You can do the same thing for movies, like you can start watching a movie, pause the video after each sentence and start repeating after that character. So this can help you to improve your listening skill and your pronunciation. Also, a good way to improve your pronunciation and your speaking skill is to practice some challenging words. You can find some tongue twisters and say them again and again. Listen to their correct pronunciation and repeat after them so you know how they are pronounced correctly. Now let's talk about how to improve your writing skill. One of the main practices is to start writing some short paragraphs on different topics, and you can give it to your tutor or your teacher to give you feedback so you know if you have made a mistake. Also, it is important to focus on structure and coherence of your sentences, like if you are writing in a clear way, so it would be easier for the person who is reading your writing. If you want to review those 10 words that you need to learn every day, you can include them in your writing, you can use them in your sentences, so the more you use them, the faster you can learn them. I have a great video about how to remember English words so fast. I will put the link in the description. You can watch it after this video. What about your listening skill? One of the best ways is to watch English news broadcasts. You can watch TED Talks and also you can listen to American podcasts and read the transcripts or the subtitles at the same time. So it can definitely help you to improve your listening skill and to know the correct spelling of English words. It's important to practice listening to different accents, by watching movies or videos from different English speaking countries. So you will get familiar with different English accents. It can help you to improve your listening skills so fast. I have 2 great videos about how to improve your listening skill with podcasts and songs. I will put the link in the description. They are so useful, guys. Make sure to watch them after this video. Now let's talk about the answer of how can I speak in English fluently? Well, this is one of the main questions that most of English learners ask me. One of the main practices to speak in English fluently is to find different questions on different topics, start learning words about that topic, and you can start speaking about that topic for yourself. You can use these words as much as you want until you can remember and learn that word, so you know how to use those words in a context. It is a great idea to find different topics, learn some words and expressions about them, and start talking about that topic for yourself and find some areas to improve, like your pronunciation or your fluency. And also you can check if you have some mistakes so you can correct them for yourself. If you are a bookworm or someone who enjoys reading books, improving your reading skill is one of the easiest parts for you. You can start reading different books about different articles and topics, find your favorite author or your favorite genre and start reading about them. You can find lots of words, expressions, and idioms in these books. You can underline these words and idioms for yourself. So the next week that you want to review these words, you can take a quick look at these pages and review them for yourself. Again, I have a great video about how to improve your reading skill. I will put the link in the description. Knowing enough idioms, phrases, and expressions about different topics is one of the main and important factors to speak in English fluently and to improve your general English. If you want to sound like a native speaker who speaks in English fluently and professionally, you should definitely use idioms and expressions while you're speaking in English. So it is a great idea to find lots of idioms about different topics and use them in your daily conversations so you can learn them so fast and easily. You don't need to learn thousands or hundreds of idioms. You can choose 1 or 2 idioms about each of the topics and start using them in your speaking until you can use them fluently and confidently. And the last thing that you should do if you want to improve your general English is to take some mock tests or quizzes. It can help you to assess your progress and to identify the areas that you need to improve. After taking the test, you can review the answers for yourself and read the explanation and the correct form so you can learn from them. Okay guys, that was it for today's video. If this video was useful for you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to support me and to let the YouTube algorithm know that you have enjoyed this content. Also, if you know some other ways that we can do to improve our general English, you can tell me in the comments. And if you have some other questions, you can ask me in the comments. I will read all of your feedback and answer your questions. So yeah, that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Have a nice day.